I feel like I'm too tall. Hold on. Okay, not too low. Peraí. Okay. Shit. Hold on. Okay, now it's a good. I didn't shave today. I didn't shave today.
I don't shave for like 3 years.
Yes, you're right. But you like trim. You gotta trim. Otherwise, it becomes.
No, it just doesn't grow anymore.
Really?
Grows very little.
One day you're gonna be with a pointed beard, like really
I'm trying, but
long.
It doesn't.
Okay, let's do expressions. I'm gonna use all this. It's gonna be so much funny. Let's go. Let's start.
We know nada, we know nada, yeah, no nada.
Wow.
Oh,
Thank you.
we don't
Finally.
know where I
Finally. It took forever. It took forever to adjust things today and to start this.
right. Yeah.
Finally. It was like an hour or more just to start.
I feel ashamed. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Most of the people that are doing that, they already have someone to do it. Yeah.
And here we
We do everything.
we do everything by ourselves. So
Yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I still don't know which cable. Should I label everything? You think I should label everything?
Maybe if you make it faster, why not?
Well, because I know what everything is. Or at least I think I know.
It's a whole big production behind the cameras, like all the cables. It's
It's
messy.
annoying. This is not the fun part. It's
Yeah.
not.
But this is the fun part. We are here now.
It's late.
It's late, and
Who teaches tomorrow morning?
you. So I'm okay.
I teach tomorrow morning.
I'm fine. Yeah.
No. This is not right. We need to change the day of the recording.
Oh, wow.
So because I'm stressed to set up, and then I'm stressed to record because okay, change the energy, and then now you have to break it down, and then I have to think like, okay, the teaching part is not the problem.
The teaching. Oh,
Yeah.
the teaching tomorrow.
Because once you're there teaching the class, you go. The thing is like,
Thank goodness it's all set
Get-
up. But if you have to set up everything,
get up. Get up is the time. It's like when the alarm goes, I put like, let's say, wake up 7 a.m. And then I say, Alexa, wake up me 10 minutes. And then she give me 10 minutes more. And I say, Alexa, 5 minutes more. That's your limit. You need to get up. What motivates you? And people say, like, what motivates you? For what reason? You have to have a motivation for life.
okay, let's start by saying that we don't know nada.
No.
Or do we know something about motivation? We should, right? Because we are coaches, we are fitness experts.
Motivators.
So we are motivators. I personally don't like that pressure. That's why I like to say that I don't know. I know nada.
Like,
because then-
why? Why you don't like that pressure?
I don't like the pressure of
I don't like it
being an expert on teaching, motivating people, teaching, coaching. Tell them
That's a good thing. Are you afraid to fail?
no. It's not afraid because see, first I need to look at myself. Do I motivate myself? It's an honest question.
Do you motivate yourself?
Right? Because for me,
I do.
For me, in order to motivate someone, to inspire someone, I need to be perfect. Not everybody say nobody's perfect, but I need to really know what I'm talking about and where I am.
I believe that humans share experiences and shares the strength with each other. If I'm strong in some point that I can help you that you're weak, let's say that. I would love to do that. So there is areas of, for example, the fitness areas. There is maybe people come to me because they're like, I'm weak on that area. I wanted to be like you because you're good in that area. So your strength is to coach that thing. Now, I'm at a point, I'm going to go to someone and say, can you coach me financially? Because you're strong in that area and I'm not.
I understand. That's a good point. Like, since that's our area of fitness, yes, for sure, we have this ability to go and coach and influence, inspire someone to do the workout that sometimes they feel like not doing. So in that area, we can go and motivate people. You see in classes how we can make someone, the whole class, follow us for an hour and stay motivated during an hour. So in that area, yes. I'm going a little bit more
in that area?
broad, like in general, like the whole area of life. Motivation to wake up. Motivation to take a shower. Just kidding.
They're all different.
But they're all different kinds of motivation. Sometimes you don't have motivation to go for, I don't know, for a walk or to learn a new skill, to learn a language. You want to learn a language and you don't feel like
putting the effort
on that area.
Do you think like there are things there are things that we go, I would love to do this. I wish one day I'm going to do that. We have a lot of promises that we make to ourselves that we're going to do something that we wanted to, but we put no effort whatsoever. Is this a lack of motivation, or it's because that thing is really not important to you?
There are many challenges. I think one of them, it could be that thing is not so easy. So you're going to have to put a lot of hours and time.
So you give up.
So you end up just the thought of going through the whole experience,
makes you exhausted.
You end up giving up before even starting.
Get it.
If it's something quick, then that makes you feel motivated. But it's something that you're not going to achieve right away in a few days or hours. You feel like, not today. Monday, I'll start on Monday. I'm going to go make maybe a weird question. Why be motivated at all?
That's not a weird question. This is like a very unmotivated question.
No, but don't go through that.
That's question about a motivation that is not motivated at all.
Not saying that it's bad to be motivated. Because when you ask that question, why do you want to be motivated at all? It's kind of, you feel like I'm suggesting that, okay, so don't be motivated, just don't do anything. We like to be motivated. Why is that? Because we have a desire, an urge to achieve a goal. Because of a goal, because of something out there that we want to achieve, want to get there, we motivate ourselves so we can get there. That is like a competition. You want to be a champion or get that degree, get a better job, whatever that is. You have a motive to do those things, which is totally fine. But I'm just asking, why be motivated at all? So is that the reason, right? Because of those goals, we need to be motivated. Is it possible to get to the goal without being motivated? Or do we need motivation?
Or can I go deep too?
Yeah, let's go.
You went deep, and I'm going to go deeper. I think the motivation comes from the things that you don't want to do, but you have to do to get where you want to be. Does that make sense what I say?
Otherwise, you wouldn't be there if you don't have motivation.
Right. Like, I think motivation is you only need the motivation to do things that you don't want to do, but you need to do it to get where you want it to be.
So because of the goal, because of where you want to be one day or in an hour, you get stressed. It's really a form of stress.
It sounds so bad. I don't want to be motivated anymore. I'm
tackling it from a different point of view. A point that we don't want to look, because we always look from the positive point. I'm motivating you. Let's go. Let's do it. You can do. You're the best.
Right.
You will.
That's what I wanna
You
hear.
will succeed. That's what we want to hear.
That's what I want to hear.
Yes. But see how I'm feeling at the moment. I don't want to wake up. The bed is comfortable. My body is aching. My mind is. I drank last night. I'm just giving an example. And I overate. It was the weekend. I had a big party. I ate this big pizza and wine, whatever that is. And I'm waking up and I'm feeling tired.
Okay.
I need to wake up. I need to go and motivate myself to get out of bed so I can go and achieve that goal that I want.
Or otherwise, without that motivation, you're gonna be that potato sack in the bed all day doing nothing because you're tired, because your bones like this.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't want to do it. So then you do need to have a motivation to help you out to get out of that.
Yes, you need a motivation.
Place.
But wait a minute. Okay, can I look at what I have done before?
Not if you're not aware of
Just
it.
to no, but we are aware now.
Yeah, but you
we are
can't change the past.
No. We are looking at it now. We cannot change the past, of course. Because, but wait, we are talking about now.
But to look what happened to you, you have to go back. Like, what did I do?
All right. So what you're saying is this: I'm waking. It's in the morning. It's morning.
Right.
And I need to do whatever task I have to do today. I have to go through a bunch of things like a grocery, take the kids to school, go to practice, go to all kinds of things. I have a schedule to do all those things, right?
Right.
Now I need motivation to do that, right? But I'm feeling tired. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
And if I look, why do I feel tired and exhausted? I don't want to go back to what I did before. I want just a motivation. Give me motivation. Let me go read a quote. Let me listen to some upbeat, high energy music.
That helps.
Yes.
Stop it because that
sure.
helps.
No. Sure. We're not denying that doesn't help.
You just give
help.
an example. Sorry, but
Yes.
I'm in too much in my head.
Yeah, exactly. You need to
Right.
go with my head too.
Try.
Yes.
You are complicated, bro.
I mean, because it needs
It's
to be.
difficult to understand you sometimes,
needs
but
to
I
be a
like
little
it.
complicated.
All right. Okay. Let's go back there because I don't want you to lose your thoughts.
I lost already, but let's try to find. So I want to be motivated to do all those tasks that I have to do during the day. But I am tired. I'm feeling like weak. My eyes don't want to open. My body is aching. Whatever. My head hurts from. I have not thought why, but I now need motivation. So I need to wake up to the nice song, nice music, like
Okay.
upbeat.
Okay.
Or go to YouTube or go read a book, read a quote. Like, what?
Are you investigating me? Because whatever.
That's what you've been doing?
That's what I'm doing all the time.
See, I'm not speaking about you. I'm speaking everybody's life. That's my life. That's our.
I
that's,
feel like you're investigating
That's
me.
human nature. Nature, in a sense that
That's right.
that's our culture and that's our condition.
You have to do what it works for you.
Just
I
to
always say that.
No,
Sorry. But go.
Sure. No. But my whole point is this. Why don't I take the time, including myself, because when we are talking here, we are learning. I'm also investigating and looking at my own behavior.
Okay.
Why don't I...
I hope so.
You don't have to tell me. Okay. I investigate myself sometimes. Most of the time I investigate other people. I'm just kidding.
Yes, that's what we do. Okay, go ahead.
Most of us, right? We
Right.
never investigate ourselves.
No.
We always investigate other people, like what they do. Why I don't have energy to go through the tasks?
Because you're making excuses.
No, just not making excuses. What I did last night, it doesn't have anything to do how I'm feeling today. I partied too much. I ate too much. I drink. That's the result. That's the karma. Whatever you do now, tomorrow you feel for what you did today. So it is obvious that tomorrow you won't have much energy, motivation to go through the daily tasks. I have less energy because of my actions, yesterday's action. Today, I have less energy. If maybe I'm not saying controlling, because see, that's normal for everybody to party. I'm not talking about not partying and not doing what we like to do.
Because
Having fun.
everybody does.
Everybody does. Everybody does. But just see that tomorrow will be hard when you wake up to have motivation to go through the day. And then I'm going to fight that feeling. I'm going to listen to some upbeat music. I'm going to listen to a speech. I'm going to go and read a quote that will inspire, they're going to motivate me to go through the day. And I mark that quote and I'm going to read that the whole day to keep me motivated to do my tasks.
Okay.
Right? But my body and my brain are tired, they're exhausted. So I'm not listening to my body and to my mind.
Okay.
Right? So I know that if I behave whatever I do the day before, the next day I'm going to feel. So it will be harder for you to go through the day and do the tasks that you have, your goals. Example, tomorrow I have exam. Just give an example. And it's Sunday. And everybody's partying. My friends are calling me. I can choose to go to that party and do, drink and overeat. But know that tomorrow it's going to be tough for you to go through that exam. So it's probably better for you to, rest, maybe study, right? If you have an exam or whatever that is.
Yeah.
So be prepared, like be aware of those things.
It's funny because you give an example like this is just me when I was an athlete. Like I know if I go out and party, when I come back, the next day is impossible to train.
Yeah.
And so, like, especially if I have close to competition, and it's like a no. I have
And that's for everything. Even for if you want to go to Shakaboom. If you party too much a day before and then next day, it's a little hard to wake up and feel energized to go and dance and to exercise, to work out.
Maybe that's why some of you guys don't show up very often.
A lot of party, especially in this time of pandemic, it makes us like want to party more because it's fun and it's a way to forget a little bit about our problems. Because life right now, it's crazy.
But it's fun at that time. But then
that's what I'm saying. It's fun it's a distraction. It's a fun distraction from the problems that are happening. But that...
this is so deep because there's people that think it's fun. They don't even give it time to feel bad. They just keep going the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day.
Life is a party.
Yeah, and then... that sometimes get sick.
I mean, we associate party and fun with eating, indulging in drinks, heavy foods and all of that. That's our culture. And you see, you go to parties, you go to places, the tables is filled with fatty, unhealthy things, delicious things. Like that's called delicious.
We celebrate with bad food.
With bad food.
Not good food, bad food.
Yeah, good food is not fun. It's not fun because it's not so
delicious,
sweet. And,
it is delicious, but
salty. It's not as tasty.
It's so interesting.
So eating healthy food is not doesn't motivate me. When I see the apple,
because you're trying to like cover the hunger, not like with the benefits of the food. Like I want more and more and more. But when you eat the healthy food, the results should be the motivation.
All right, that's interesting.
But because that takes time. So you want instant results right now.
Yes. So we want to be motivated because of result. We want to, like we were saying earlier, just repeating that so we learn ourselves and maybe whoever's listening learns something too. The result. We want to be motivated because we want to achieve something.
Right.
We have this desire, this urge to conquer, to get whatever the is that we want to get. That's why we need motivation. If you don't want to achieve anything, you don't need any motivation.
All right. Can I stop you for a second?
No,
here?
just a second.
Can I
No, just
stop you
just
for-
a second. Okay, just a second. No, listen, because that's the important thing. If you don't want to achieve anything, there is no stress.
All right, but this is a perfect time. Just stop there. It's a perfect time. We watched Dropout, Elizabeth Holmes. Remember the scene that she goes to the Apple store with the phone and she gives to the girl. The girl pick up the phone and says, it's like, don't worry about it. She's like, are you going to be able to see everything that is inside of the phone? She's like, no, don't worry about it. Your secret safe is with me. And then she connected the phone on the computer to back up because the phone was broke. And then she looked at the girl and say, when you're a child, what's your dream? What do you want to be? And then the girl say, a dream? I didn't have a dream. I'm like, I didn't want to be anything. I didn't have a dream. And she say, it must have been nice. And the girl say, really? Nice? Why? She's like, you know,
To have no ambition.
to have no ambition, to not want to be anything, just a person. Oh my goodness. She was so like cruel when she said that. The girl start crying. In panic is like, you know, and she delete the whole thing. That's another story.
Because in our culture, if you're a person that has no goals, no ambition, you are considered lazy,
Or loser. It's what the society is telling
Yeah,
us.
it's the culture that we live.
Okay,
It's
I just wanna be
you have
clear.
you have to be ambitious. Being ambitious is a quality, good quality, right? We're not judging. Says you should be or should not be. We're just exploring this area. So there's no, good or bad here. We're just going over that. So she went and told to the girl that must be nice to have no ambition, but the way she talked to her, she made her feel bad. She's like, this lady is telling me that I'm a loser. That's
Right.
how she felt.
Exactly.
Because I have no, I don't want to get out of this 9-to-5 job.
Right.
I don't want to be the owner of my own life and, be the CEO or be an entrepreneur. But yes, she has this point which whoever is looking, who is also ambitious and want to achieve things in life, they look at that and gets inspired by that. Yes, I don't want to be that person behind the desk. I want to be like her. I want to be strong.
Right. Some people take that as a different approach, right? Like the girl judged me and I cry because, I feel humiliation. But some people get inspired by that. Like, I don't want to be here. I want to do something else.
Her ambition destroyed her.
Yes.
Her ambition, her, purpose, her power.
It was so
her,
bad.
She was the kind of person that could influence anyone. She could bring anyone to her side. She has the most powerful people on her side. She has this power to get in a room and make everybody comes to her side, to believe on her, in her purpose, in her ideas. So she was very ambitious and confident in herself. It gets to a point that this ambition killed herself. We're not going to tell you about what happens at the end with the story. The whole point is not saying that you should be ambitious or not ambitious, because everybody is somehow ambitious. Everybody wants something. That's interesting because that's my question before. Is it possible to do things, achieve things without motivation, which means without ambition? Which is the same thing. Or do you need to be ambitious? Do you need motivation?
I think it depends.
We cannot think about this.
Yeah.
And I mean, we don't have an answer.
I do.
No. If you do, then
I do.
What's
my answer?
Not your answer, but
it's not the answer. I can tell you my answer.
Stay with the question. Can you achieve things without being ambitious, without a motivation, without a motive?
No.
That was too quick of an answer.
Now, if you're in this society, you can just, you live your life. But in this society, it's like, okay, what is the next job? What's your house? What's the car you buy? Where are you in life? What kind of job you have? You know, it's always like you have to have a motivation to get up every day to work in the job that you hated, because that's bring money to the table to feed the family. So that's why I think it's really hard to not. It would be possible, would be a paradise, be able to do that, but then I don't know how.
For most of people, it's a utopia,
Right?
To do things without ambition, without motivation.
Okay.
Nobody can do that. No one has, because no one asks about that. Because most of us, we do things that we don't like. Most of us.
Right.
We are doing things that, and even things that we like, gets to a point that sometimes we get tired of doing that. So we need something new.
I get it, but
So it's interesting because I saw like this quote. I read, right? So,
you're talking about quote motivation.
it came to my phone.
It came to your
It came to my phone, this motivation. This quote about motivation, which says, some people say that motivation comes but then goes. With time, will go.
Right.
And then the person answer, so does bathing. That's why we have to do daily.
Okay.
So like taking a shower.
All right.
This person is saying that you need to be motivated every day.
Right.
Daily. But some people say that like when you're motivated, but then it goes away, fades away. Like most of us, we do like that. We get motivated about something, but then it loses.
But then you have to take shower every day.
You'd have to take shower. I don't. But
That's what I'm saying. There's people that don't take shower every day. I do take shower. Some days I take 2 showers or 3.
it's not good for you taking shower every day. You know that, right?
Hey, no, financially it is not.
Financially, not good for the environment. So many things, I'm just kidding. I take shower every day. I took a shower before starting the podcast. So
No, listen.
have we understood about motivation?
I don't know, but I'm going to say something. Let's go back to the beginning for me, please. Just a second.
The thought,
because
see, the thought.
He's not going to let me talk.
The thought of not being ambitious somehow, it's frightening.
You're right.
It's frightening if you think about not being
Motivated about anything.
You're like,
But
oh my
there's
god, then
something
you're gonna be like a cow, like just sit out there, eat, and then sit and not do anything. That's not the point. The point where we're talking about like is this culture that we have, like to go get it, to be motivated,
Right.
to achieve, and we don't see this whole circle of life. It's making us tired, depressed. Is one of the causes of our
Right.
stresses
Can I say something about that?
and killing ourselves.
I'm going to say something about that. Even when I'm resting, I'm going to do nothing. I'm trying to find what nothing can make me be beneficial to me. Like do nothing, like what I'm getting at.
Sometimes
what is my motivation to do nothing? It's like, my motivation is, I need to rest my body, because if I don't rest my body, I'm not going to be able to do something that I wanted to do. You know what I mean? I have to, I don't rest very well.
See, some of the Easter, I'm talking like I know something, but I don't know anything. Some of the Easter philosophies, they have doing nothing as the real doing.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to do it.
In the West,
That's my goal.
In the West-
doing nothing but doing something. This is my goal.
in the West, we have the philosophy. Or no philosophy, but just the thought, the belief
Everybody's
that we have to be ambitious, that we have to achieve, that we have to conquer.
Okay.
And not so much now, but I feel like more in the old days, couple of maybe hundreds of years ago, the Eastern philosophy was by doing nothing, you achieve the most in life. When you listen to this phrase where you say like literally, it makes no sense. What do you mean? Just sitting here, you're gonna be maybe sitting here, you might be doing more than the people that go destroying the world doing something.
You're right. Yay. I love that. Oh, wow. I'm on it.
Because
I'm on
the
it.
people that are
Like,
doing
if-
things, they are destroying the world.
Yeah, if you can help, just don't disrupt. You know what I'm saying? Just sit down.
Just sit there, stay quiet, tranquil. You see.
Take a chill pill.
Yeah, you're gonna eat less.
But they can't.
No, they can't. They gotta do something.
Yeah, that motivates them to do something. And sometimes
Otherwise, like,
it's a bad
I'm
motivation.
gonna waste my life.
Yeah, you're
that's the
right.
thought. But
It's such a bad
we're
motivation,
We're
though.
not preaching here doing nothing.
What is the Putin motivation?
Conquer, right? It's ambitious.
You know what
it's-
I'm saying? Like he has a motivation.
Yes,
behind it.
it's territories. It's the pride, is the ego. We all have different motivations,
Right.
but it's motivation. It's just different motivations that we all have. But the basic thing, the fundamental thing, is motivations, that urge, that desire to achieve something. Doesn't matter what. It might be very little, or might be conquer the world.
Right.
And most of the people that achieve a lot of things, they are the big destroyers. Oh, I'm sorry.
So
But I mean, I'm not saying... See, I'm not the kind of person that is against achieving and conquering and
I'm so
being
glad.
ambitious. It's not... That's not the point. It's just we're just observing and exploring this whole thing about what it does to us. Because it brings stress. We are like our lives, right?
I think the listeners and the people that are watching, they say, I'm going to watch this podcast because I'm going to be motivated.
And by listening to us, they getting dismotivated maybe. Because
it's deep here. This motivation is like, whoa.
I don't know why. See, I get motivated
to talk about
because
that.
see, this whole time, don't you feel this whole time like you're carrying the cross? You're carrying a burden. You're going up the hill with this cross.
Let's not go religion.
No, I'm not really religious. Okay, the burden or the bag.
Like Santa
Heavy.
Claus.
Santa Claus. Yes, there you go. A bag with heavy stones. Don't you feel like you're being carrying, which like motivation, desire, power, strength, go get it. That's heavy. It's heavy. The more you train yourself, the more you push, it gets heavy and heavy. It never gets easy. And you keep pushing. That's what I say. That's what it is. It never gets easy. You
That's
just gotta
motivation.
keep pushing, gotta go through it. See, like understanding that, the understanding is the freedom and the release from the burden. Does it make sense? Make sense?
I got what you say, but
And if you start feeling light, but
when you understand what you're doing,
when you understand what we do, if you can do things, I'm not saying like without motivation. There is motivation to do anything. You need some kind of motivation.
right.
But if you can do things because you really love, because you're going to produce something that will help society and the people around you, that will really bring people together. You don't need to be ambitious to do that. You do because you love what you do.
Wait.
And when you love what you do,
Now,
huh?
can I say something?
I don't. Okay.
Well, listen, you're very passionate about it, but guys, I love being in Franconia. I love being the fire station teach class, but I do need a lot of motivation for the driving. I don't like being in the car. I fall asleep. Like I don't like it. I don't like the driving. When I'm driving to the fire station, the traffic is so horrible. And it's like, and I know everybody go through that, but nobody says anything. I'm saying I hate it. I just hate
the
it.
trip to there.
Yeah, but
when
I'm
you're there,
I
right,
wish.
it
Well,
changes a little.
I wish my house was next door. Put a bed there. Just
Yeah, so that makes you dismotivated to drive like 30 minutes going there and coming back. Yes.
the
It does.
whole setup.
I mean, and a lot of people go through this. There's people that lives like, just give an example, Fredericksburg, they go to DC,
right.
they commute, right, to work. Like they wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, come back home, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock p.m. Yes, so it is, I mean, that's the life that we work hard for the money, right?
Like this whole setup. It's tiring.
Mhm.
But we wanted to do the podcast.
When we are doing here,
It is
fun.
so much fun.
Yes.
So
the whole, yeah. I mean, there's always some. See, I don't want to use the word struggle or
It's a
ambition
challenge,
and motivation to go, and you got to do those things so you can enjoy the reward later.
and that's why
You got to work hard today, so later in life, when you are now walking, you enjoy life.
Okay. So
Right.
so no.
So I mean,
Okay, that's why exist a lot of people I say myself, I'm saying everybody that wants to do something and say, I'm going to do this. And one day I'm going to do this. And the things doesn't conquer because they don't want to go to that stage of
the process.
the process that I don't like to do it. You know what?
You have to
that
admit.
Yeah, I have to say that to myself because
The process is always hard for
the
everybody,
process-
I believe.
there is certain process that I found some difficulty to go through it. I make some excuses that's stopping me to do it. My excuse like, oh, I'm maybe not good enough on this. Maybe I'm not made for this. So I create some type of excuse. And I know my faults.
I
too.
mean, okay, when you say like excuse, I don't feel like that's the right approach to look at the problem.
So
Because when you say like that's an excuse, it puts you. It's like that girl.
It puts me down.
It's the girl bullying.
right.
You're bullying yourself.
I'm bullying myself. You're right.
Yeah.
But that's the truth. That's what we do. That's what I do.
No, wait.
I'm not joking.
All right,
You- you hit the nerve.
I know, but when you say like I'm giving excuse, when you say like that, that's you're bullying yourself.
Really?
Just see that.
Hold on. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when
kinda-
I'm giving excuse, like when you say that to someone, you feel like I'm giving 100% here, or I'm trying, and this person say that I'm giving excuse. I might not be giving 100%, but I have pushed myself. I have tried.
Okay.
So it's not an excuse. Maybe there's many reasons.
All right.
One of the reasons could be what I ate last night, how much I party.
All right.
Or maybe I'm not that fast in getting in learning something.
Or, so when I was young, I was bullied. All right.
Everybody was bullied.
I was bullied. Everybody bullied. And then,
and
by
everybody
your-
was bullying other people too.
Okay, you should bullying me right now. Stop bullying me. So when I was young, I was bullied. Okay. Then, when you talk about that, when you see making excuses, you're bullying yourself. We do unconsciously, or I do that unconsciously, and I bully myself because I was bullied, and that gave me strength to do something. So when I bully myself, it gives me strength to do something too. Do you understand?
Does
what
it give you strength, or that does it put you
motivates
down more?
me? No, motivates me to not. I don't want to be that way.
By bullying, by putting fear in yourself,
Right. That's how I learn.
you learn.
That's how I've learned that.
Yes,
Like,
example.
my motivation comes for fear.
That's a good one. See, people are motivated by fear.
I was motivated by fear.
When I was in school, it was the last semester. I'm going to talk personal now. Last semester, I'm not going to say the age that I was, but was the last semester. And I needed 97. I'm just giving an example here of the points or whatever score that I need to pass to the next year, right? To pass in the test.
When was this?
When I was in school.
What
Doesn't matter. When I was in
great.
school.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I don't know, 10, 11.
Got it. But you
9
remember
years old.
that. All right. Sorry.
Of course I remember. If I'm talking, it's because I remember.
Sorry.
Wake up.
Come down. Come down. Shh. Oh, he got
So,
angry.
It was the last semester, and I needed 97 points out of 100 to pass.
That's a lot.
97
That's a lot.
out of 100.
Oh my God, that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot.
That was the last semester. And just, I was never very good at school.
But why that much points you needed? Because you were bad the whole year?
Because I was bad.
So, and then at the end of the year,
I needed 97 points out of 100 points.
that's so
And a lot of kids,
hard.
that was 4 semesters.
Okay.
A lot of kids pass like easily on the 3rd semester.
The genius.
You could only pass.
Don't you hate them?
You could only
Oh.
pass in the first 2 semester if you were score 10. Like then you pass in the 2nd semester. Most people would pass on the 3rd semester.
But there's people that pass in the second.
Only if you get 10 in everything.
Usually 2 or 3 of the whole class.
Yes, sure. Okay, all right. Anyways, so I need 97 points out of 100
Okay.
to pass. Impossible for me because I've been getting like out of 100, I've been getting I don't know, I forgot, but 10, 15 out of 100 points, like for the first semesters.
No effort at all.
So my teacher say,
Effort.
here is what you need, and you better study or otherwise you're gonna fail. So that from the teacher, from the people around listening, the students around listening, from my parents, from
Embarrassment.
everybody, fear me from not passing the thing. And I say, I'm gonna fail. I'm not gonna pass this. So I get depressed. I get
I
stressed.
thought you were going to say, I did it.
What? Just a second.
I thought you were going to be a superhero
Just
for
a
me
second.
here.
So
Oh.
someone who was and was mathematics.
Okay.
Was math. This person say, I'm gonna help you. You gonna pass.
That's the
This.
superhero there.
Not,
I love it.
and then this person started helping me. We were studying like for, I don't know, a month or 2. He was teaching me like those calculations, blah, blah, blah. And I said, this is too hard. I'm not understanding. But he was persistent. He was very, caring about me and not like pushing and say like, you're stupid, come on, focus, lazy, call me names, and all those things that sometimes people do because you get distracted. I was kind of person that was doing something here, the birds flying out of the window, and I'm looking at the butterflies and the birds outside.
Okay.
So I get distracted very easily.
His story is
My goodness.
I mean, you designed the story is like butterflies. Okay, listen.
Butterflies or whatever, insects. What do you want me to say?
Okay,
Because I'm trying to tell the story, and it's hard to stay calm with you.
Sorry.
See, you were good training for my whole like meditation. My goodness. Anyways, so
It's funny.
the person helped me,
It's great.
and I did the test. And for the first time in that I have done the test, I was able to do all the calculations, all the tests. Was I don't know how many questions and things. I was able to do everything. Before the past test, I never could finish. Like I always leave some because I could not finish the ones that I was doing.
Okay.
So the first time I did everything. And when came the score, I did 99.5 out of 100.
Stop
Yes.
it.
I did that 99.5 out of 5. I pass, and I went back to the I went back to the person and I say I pass, and the person say how was the score? I say 99.5. The person, what? How? I was expecting 100. This person was expecting that I was gonna do 100.
Are you serious?
Yes, that was an inattention. That moment you're not focused, you could do 100.
Damn, she's tough.
And I was like so happy. So you know what this means? It means that some people are slower to learn. Some people are fast, learn very quickly. You show something to some person, and right away that person can figure out that thing. Some people will take longer, but we give a lot of attention to the person who can boom make things happen right away, because time is money. Right? You need to be boom, 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 boom with things. For the person that it takes time and is a little bit slower, we're like, okay, you not good for business. We're not gonna make us be as profitable with you.
Okay.
I mean, just give an example, right? So if you give time and be patient with people, with anyone, that person can also achieve things, getting whatever, now getting places, but pass a test. You need a good
Don't
teacher.
you ever lose your patience?
You need a good teacher. All my teachers, I never had a good teacher.
For me, it's hard.
But see, the
lose
teacher
patience.
always say, is not the teacher, it's the student. Because I was impossible. I have to admit that I want to play. I was the kind of kid that I didn't want to spend hours reading, or I want to go outside and play. I want to, like, what are we gonna do after class?
Opposite today, because you love to read.
Yeah,
come-
it that. I don't like to read.
You read a lot.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
There's some topics that interest me. Some other topics I get bored. I started reading. So, okay, this person.
Okay.
I like things that makes me think. That motivates me. Going back to motivation. See, that's how you go back to the topic.
Oh wow, guys.
That motivates me.
We're so lost.
Read something that
Motivates you.
no, that makes me think.
Okay, that motivates you.
That motivates me. When I'm reading statistics, data,
Here's
like
people that-
numbers,
I don't
like quoting statistics from studies that they did in
I don't
people that they
understand
did
how you get
in-
motivated about that, but that's the money.
That's the money. That's what you're right. That if you know numbers, if you know how to, they did the studies on number of people, and by this study they come to the result that you are introvert.
That part is not fun, but the results
to
is
me
fun.
is so boring.
But the results is fun because there's a lot of money involved. If you know how to
Money
do
is
it,
involved. If you know how to present
Right.
that, people get
if you know how to play the game.
interested in. Hypnotized by this kind of people that can go and give all those scientific numbers, put in front of you and tell you about that. I get bored by that because I feel like I'm not learning anything with that. I'm just memorizing, repeating the studies of others.
Way.
What motivates me is learning about things that I don't know, or any people like.
Well, you don't know that. That stuff they teaching you.
No,
don't
but
know.
the-
that might help you eventually in the
Sure,
future.
it does help. Yes, if I put my head on that, I can go.
But if you're
and
not interested-
hypnotize a lot of people. Yes.
Well, but there is scientists that are motivating by creating a cure of a disease. There is other things. There's other
Yeah. No. Sure.
types of motivation. What motivates you?
What motivates me? Motivates me waking up in the middle of the woods and go for a hike. That motivates me.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fun. Every time I went hiking, it's fun. It's tiring. At the end of the day, I do not like.
Well, what tired? Everything is tiring,
Right.
but it's refreshing. You're in nature, fresh air, green trees and mountains,
It's so funny because
country road.
I went to the
Take
same
me
place.
home to the place I belong.
That's the lyrics. Like
What motivates you?
Oh, thank you. What motivates me? You're talking at the beginning of the motivation when you say sometimes you need a rock and roll music, you need this and this and that. Those are my pills. I take those pills every morning.
Like a
Like I put the music.
fun,
That's my pill.
high energy music.
Yeah, that's a pill for me.
It does help. Like when you're training, when we're athletes, we need to warm up and to go.
Chun, chun, chun.
Yes.
Chun, chun, chun.
We all need a rock
Chun, chun,
music
chun.
to motivate us.
I have the
And
tiger.
also watch a movie, like watching a rock movie or
Jean-Claude Van
Flash
Damme,
Dance.
Karate Kid.
You watch Flash Dance.
Yes, I did. Flashdance, Footloose, gotta lose. I did it.
Got motivated by those
Oh,
movies.
definitely.
Music, movies,
Motivates
they
you.
motivate us. You know, when you read that quote, read a book, that article, that motivation speech on YouTube or whatever place, it motivates us.
Do you have a favorite quote that you still remember?
That motivates you.
No, a quote. That's like, I can't remember long quote. My quote needs to be short. I can't remember.
Okay.
I have one quote that I remember and I take with me all the time. Tell me yours first.
I don't have one.
Zero quote?
Yeah, I don't have.
No, I do.
Yeah, so what's yours?
Just do it.
Just
Nike.
do it. There we go. That's it.
It's a short one. It's easy.
That's fast.
I
and
always
short.
remember. Nike, just do it.
And
It's not that easy.
guess that's
It's
it.
not that easy. You need some motivation to do it.
Just do it.
That's
Just do it.
That's the
That's
motiv-
perfect, actually.
that's the
Just do it.
that's the motivation.
Just do it.
Shut up and do it.
Yeah.
Stop crying, do it. Or don't do it. Well, listen, create a brand that you say don't do it. Do you think if you sell a shirt, you start making t-shirts says don't do it, people would buy? You have no chance.
For the people that don't want to do it, goodbye.
I'm gonna post it. See, I'm gonna post it when you talk like that. I'm just
The heck?
I'm gonna be my pants again. This is getting too much for me. I gotta go.
Okay.
Let's
See you next
go.
time.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't stop breathing.
Stay down, right? Oh, my ears hurt. Oh.